Thanks anyway.
We got. I was going to go to news, but apparently Kenny can prove that God exists.
Or he'd like to give it a shot anyway.
So we're always interested in that. So Kenny,
Yeah.
Santa Barbara, California, you're up.
Kenny, hi.
Hey.
You're on the air.
Hey, okay. Okay, I define proof as, okay, I give an argument, and if you can't logically and scientifically refute it, then you have to accept it. Is that okay? Do you agree with that?
No, that's not proof.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
that doesn't.
I know that's not the definition of proof.
Well, look.
Do we agree on that? Do you have to refute it logically and scientifically?
I just said no.
Well, yeah, but let's hear what it is. Let's hear what you got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. When you trace all the way back to the expansion of the universe, you get what you call a singularity, which constitutes a boundary to space-time itself.
This is actually
It marks
topic.
Huh?
No.
Go on.
We're
Sorry.
listening.
It marks the beginning of the universe, and the Big Bang model describes the universe as not being eternal. Since there is a beginning point to the universe, we can conclude that there was a cause for the beginning. This type of cause would have to possess a number of properties. As a cause of space and time, this cause would have to transcend space and time and exist non-temporally and non-spatially, at least without the universe. This cause, therefore, would have to be changeless and immaterial, since something can be timeless only if it is unchanging, and something can be unchanging only if it is immaterial. It does also have to be unimaginably powerful, since it created all matter and energy, space and time.
Kenny, let me stop you. Let me stop you right here.
Okay. Any objections?
Well, yeah. First off, what are you reading from?
Just my argument and stuff that.
Yeah. But what's your source? Where have you gotten this argument from? Because I mean, you're reading off of a sheet of paper or a computer screen. We can tell that. So, what's the source of this argument?
What do you mean the source?
Well,
What is the website or book that you're reading right now?
Yeah. What are you?
At the top of the page or the screen?
Yeah. Where have you gotten this argument from? First off, what's your source? Because I just want to know.
I got it from the Cosmological Argument, William Lane Craig.
The Cosmological Argument.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's the topic, right?
All right. So did you listen to the first part of the show where I discussed some of the flaws in the argument?
No.
Okay, because that was
but
like.
Hold on. Did you hear what I just said though? The things that I said.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we heard you, but we did. The first 20 minutes or so of the show, we did talk about the Cosmological Argument and discuss some of the flaws with it. So you're saying you didn't watch that part of the show? You've only just joined.
No, well, I never. It's not specifically the flaw. I'm just kind of like paraphrasing my own thing.
Okay.
So I kind of, if you want to object, could you object to what I just said, though? I understand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes. Well, the point is that all that you're discussing right now are completely speculative ideas, right? You're saying in order for this to exist, it has to be this kind of thing that works in this kind of way, and it has to exist outside. And what I'm saying is, how can you back any of that up? That's your first problem. You're discussing. There has to be a source that is outside space-time, independent of space-time. It doesn't have to obey all of these rules that other things in the universe have to obey. Well, where is anything in the way of tangible evidence for that? Because essentially you are just hitting us with a lot of speculation at this point.
Well, I don't know about that.
I'm sorry?
Speculation? I don't see how. How is, okay. You've Big Bang model.
Yeah, you've described, you've put together a model. You have said, here is the kind of thing that I think is necessary in order for there to be a universe. Okay, but now how do you get from your model to any sort of actual tangible proof of, here, this is what this has to be, and it can't be anything else. Okay.
Well, I had like other stuff. I was getting to that. I was going to conclude that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, go on then, please.
Okay. I was just let's see. Where should I start? Okay. I said this cause would have to be unmeasurably powerful since it created all matter and energy in space and time. Okay. Finally, this cause would have to be personal. 2 reasons for this conclusion. The only entities we know of that are timeless and immaterial are minds and abstract objects, like numbers, or the logical absolutes, like the law of identity. Since the abstract objects don't stand on causal relations, therefore the transcendent cause for the universe would have to be a disembodied mind. Only a free agent can account for the origin of a temporal effect from a timeless cause. If the cause was a impersonal mechanical operating cause, then the cause could never exist without its effect, or if the sufficient condition of the effect is given, then the effect must be given as well.
Let's go and stop here.
If I can sum up,
Okay.
the point here is that nothing could create all the stuff in the universe except a super powerful mind. Is that what you're getting at?
Well, somewhat. I wouldn't say that.
Where did the super powerful mind come from?
Well, I was going to that. I'm almost done, guys.
Okay.
Can we shortcut because we've got more callers?
Let me just go ahead and let me give you some basic objections here. Okay.
Okay. Give me an objection.
Okay. You want this cause to be timeless and eternal, but in order to create, it has to create within time. So please explain how something can be timeless and contingent upon time at the same time. Okay. How a being that exists outside space-time is not outside what we would call absolute time, where time is a series of causal events. So this God, this creative force, is not contingent upon those rules, and yet, in order to create the universe, that has to be a causal process. Creation is a causal activity.
No, if it's
how is it
timeless.
Not? How is it not? Here's how creation works. Something doesn't exist.
Can I explain, or?
Well, let me clarify so that you give an answer. You can give a cogent answer here.
Okay.
Here's how the act of creation works. Something doesn't exist. A creator goes, I think I'll create that thing. He creates it. Voila, it exists. That's a causal chain of events. So creation is causal. Okay. So So how do you posit a creator that is not a being that works within causality, who is outside of absolute time?
Well, because you would have to. I was just concluding and assuming that since it's timeless and its effect to begin in time is for the cause to be a personal agent, it would have to be able to freely choose to create an effect in time without determining conditions.
Well, wait a minute. You said it's going to be a personal agent. I mean, you didn't establish that. You just said it.
Did I? Or, okay, maybe. It would have, no, that's not what I said.
Yeah.
Because if it's personal, remember I said that there would have to be 2 entities. There would have to be a mind.
Okay.
And
why would there have to be a mind? What does a mind have to do with it? Because as far as we know, the only minds that we have direct experience with are the result of physical processes. They happen in brains. Sometimes they happen in microchips, for loose definitions of the word mind. But we're not aware of any mind that exists without a space infrastructure to support it. Are you?
well,